Well, Morales from Black Women TV. Hello, Tatiana. How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
Obviously, you're no stranger to playing multiple roles. So, how much fun did you have doing this?
Yeah, it was great. It's such a different character for me in so many ways. There's like this internal thing that stays the same when Jen becomes She-Hulk. So even though she's inhabiting these totally different bodies, it's not like she's a different person. So there's fun ways of finding that consistency, even though I'm suddenly 6'7". That's fun for this character.
But it's interesting that, like, when you take on the role that you've had over the last few years, I like to think that there's always a part of each character that's a little bit of you.
Yeah.
What can you say in terms of Jen that's a little bit of you that we can see in there?
I mean, I don't know. My brother said when he saw the trailer, he was like, I see more of you in this character than I've seen in a lot of the characters you played. And I think that's true. She does feel very close to me in a lot of ways, which is what was exciting about reading her, because I've never necessarily felt like I've watched a movie in the MCU and been like, oh yeah, that's me. But seeing this character, I was like, oh, I think that I really relate to her. I relate to what she's going through. I relate to the way she goes through it, whether it's like wanting to be a superhero, but at the same time, absolutely not wanting to. That kind of contradiction felt very relatable to me. So yeah.
As a working actor, not all of you have time to watch and go to the movies. So, did you have to play catch up and seeing not only in the MCU movies, but the movies that that had the Hulk that had Tim Roth before it became the MCU?
Yes, like I love that we referenced that movie, that we're bringing Tim Roth from a movie where Mark Ruffalo wasn't even the Hulk yet. It's so fun, and would have been fun to have like Lou Ferrigno in the show in some way. But yeah, there's something very meta about She-Hulk. So making all those references and like really winking at them and kind of poking fun at them is really fun to do. And I definitely had to do my research once I got this part, because there are a lot of MCU movies.
Oh, yeah, but not just the MCU movies. Did you have to do a deep dive? And Marvel's good at giving you like comics and references, so
Yeah.
that way when a stranger comes up to you, they expect you to know everything about the character.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I read the comics for sure. As soon as I got the part, I was like so excited to have this wealth of reference to draw from. And for me, it was cool to see so many different artists have rendered her over the years. So there's different interpretations in subtle ways, whether it's how she presents physically, or whether it's her sense of humor, or it's the storylines that she's involved in, or we see this more personal life or this more public life. There's all these different things to pull from. And Ginger Gonzaga, who plays Nikki, and we always got excited when we'd be doing a scene and something would feel like we were suddenly inhabiting a frame from the comics, because something about our physicality felt like, oh yeah, that's actually a comic moment. And I think when you read that much about your character, you see that much visual representation, it sort of lives inside you.
It's good to see you back on a screen. Obviously, people are going to go watching you here, and then they come back to see you again in Pitch Black. Now that a new, not Pitch Black, Orphan Black. Now that a new
Yeah.
Orphan Black is coming back, so you're never going to be off screen. So keep it
Well, I'm
going.
not in the new Orphan Black.
I know, but for those who have to watch that, may have to
Yes,
come back to see the
that's
originals.
true. That's true. Yeah, go back to the OG.
Take care.
Thank you. Bye.